At 6 years old, my father was a cop. My family was in the CIA and the FBI. So I had a legal type of law type thing. I thought I would be a cop or something like that. I had a tragedy happen in my childhood when I was 10 years old. My house caught on fire. My sister died in the fire. My family split up and tried to regroup. So I cling to music at that particular point. Well, I had no choice but to study classical music. I was a classical pianist, and I used to do recitals and stuff like that. And at that time it was really hard because the school zone I was zoned to was in Bayside. So Bayside, there were very few black kids going to that school. So me knowing how to play the piano, I could have played for assemblies and stuff like that, but they didn't let me touch the piano for different reasons. And when I took the test to get into music and art, they were all surprised that because they didn't know I played, but then that started a whole big riff in the school. Like, why didn't you let him play? Why, Yeah, classical music was the foundation. I went into school playing classical piano. It was my major. But they needed me to take a second instrument, and I chose the upright bass, but it was too big for me to be carrying all the way from Harlem to Queens every day and every night. So I took jazz band where they had an electric bass after I had to learn and pass that class with the acoustic bass. So I wanted to playing with orchestras with the acoustic bass, and then took the jazz band so I wouldn't have to carry that instrument. Ornette came into the school and asked the music chairman who do you recommend for bass, and they sent him to my English class, and he pulled me out of the class and told me to come down to rehearsal. I went to Kenny Washington, who's a drummer, and I said, who's this guy? He came to my class. He said, Ornette Coleman, wow, you gotta go, you gotta go. So I went. Ornette was playing some music that was, I didn't understand as music. I learned so much that I didn't realize years later what everything meant, and I had to actually think back to the things that I saw and heard and was told to understand that whole theory that he has going. It's amazing.